Hello everyone, and welcome back to Writing Tutorials. In today's video, we're going to dive into a type of formal letter you might need someday, a permission letter. Specifically, we'll be looking at a sample letter written to request permission from a school principal to organize a fundraising event on school grounds. Let's go through this example in detail so you can understand how to structure a letter like this, step by step. I'll explain each paragraph and even each sentence, so you'll know exactly what to include if you're ever in a similar situation. By the end, you'll have a clear blueprint for writing a respectful, well-organized permission letter that's sure to make a great impression. Header section, contact information. All right, let's start with the header section of the letter. Here's how it's structured. Mark Thompson, 789 Maple Avenue, Springfield, Illinois, 62701. mark.thompson@email.com. 555-123-4567. This part includes the writer's full contact information, which is essential in formal letters. Notice that it includes the writer's full name, address, email, and phone number. This makes it easy for the recipient to know exactly who's contacting them and how they can get back in touch. Adding all this information right at the top makes your letter look professional and ensures there's no confusion about the sender's identity. If you're writing your own letter, make sure you follow a similar format for the header, date and recipient information. Next, we have the date, in this case, November 15th, 2024. Adding the date is important for record keeping, especially in formal correspondence like this. It shows exactly when you sent the letter, which can be helpful for both you and the recipient to track the request. After the date, we add the recipient's information. In Mark's letter, he's addressing it to Principal Lisa Grant of Springfield Middle School. Here's how it looks. Principal Lisa Grant, Springfield Middle School, 456 Oak Street, Springfield, Illinois, 62701. This part is crucial for getting the letter to the right person. Be sure to use the correct title and spell the recipient's name properly. Double-check the school's address if you're writing a similar letter so that it reaches the right office and doesn't get lost. Subject line. Following the recipient information, we have the subject line. Mark's subject line reads, "Request for permission to organize a fundraising event." This is a clear, direct subject that immediately tells the reader what the letter is about. A well-worded subject line is especially important in formal letters because it sets the expectation and helps the reader understand your purpose right away. Greeting and opening paragraph, stating the purpose of the letter. Now, let's move into the main content of the letter, starting with the greeting. Mark opens with a polite greeting. Dear Principal Grant. A formal greeting like dear title, last name, is always a good choice in a letter like this, especially when addressing a school principal or any other authority figure. The first paragraph of Mark's letter goes straight to the point, clearly stating why he's writing. Here's what he says. I am writing to request permission to organize a fundraising event on school grounds in support of the Springfield Animal Shelter. As a student council representative at Springfield Middle School, I am committed to involving our student body in meaningful community activities. This event will aim to raise awareness about animal welfare and generate funds to assist the shelter in providing necessary resources for abandoned animals. This paragraph sets up the letter's purpose very effectively. First, Mark politely requests permission to hold the event. He's specific about where he wants it to happen, on school grounds, and why. To support the Springfield Animal Shelter. By stating his role as a student council representative, he adds credibility to his request, showing that he has a responsibility to help involve the student body in positive initiatives. Then, he explains the goals of the event, to raise awareness about animal welfare and to generate funds to support the shelter. If you're writing a similar letter, make sure your first paragraph is clear about what you're asking permission for and why it's important. This shows the reader that you're organized and that your request is meaningful. Second paragraph, event details. In the next paragraph, Mark provides some key details about the event. Here's how he puts it. The proposed date for the event is Saturday, December 10th, 2024, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Springfield Middle School sports field. We plan to organize activities such as a bake sale, arts and crafts, and games. The event will be supervised by faculty members, and all proceeds will be donated to the shelter. This paragraph is very important because it answers questions the reader might have. Mark gives the exact date, time, and location of the event, which shows he has thought this through. He also explains the types of activities they plan to have, like a bake sale and arts and crafts, which gives the principal a clear idea of what the event will look like. Finally, he mentions that faculty members will supervise the event, which reassures the principal that it will be well organized and safe. When writing your own letter, try to provide similar details about the time, place, and nature of your event, as well as any safety measures you plan to have in place. This helps the recipient feel comfortable approving your request. Third paragraph, reassuring the recipient of responsibility and cleanup. Next, Mark takes an extra step to reassure the principal that they'll take care of everything. Here's what he says. We assure you that all safety protocols will be strictly followed. Additionally, we will ensure that the event leaves the school grounds clean and undamaged. With your approval, we hope to circulate information about the event among students, parents, and staff. This paragraph is a great addition because it addresses any concerns the principal might have. Mark is showing that he understands the importance of keeping the school clean and safe. By mentioning that they'll follow safety protocols and leave the grounds undamaged, he's reassuring the principal that they'll be responsible. If you're writing a permission letter, it's always helpful to include a paragraph like this. Showing that you're thinking about potential concerns and proactively addressing them can go a long way in convincing the reader to approve your request. Final paragraph, expressing gratitude and offering to discuss further. Now we come to the closing paragraph. Mark writes, "Thank you for considering this request. I'm available to discuss any details or address any concerns you may have. Please feel free to contact me at your convenience." This is a polite, respectful way to close the letter. Mark thanks the principal for considering his request, which shows appreciation and respect for her time. He also offers to discuss the details or address any questions, making himself available if the principal needs more information. If you're writing your own letter, always end with a polite closing paragraph like this. Thanking the recipient for their time and offering to discuss further helps leave a positive impression. Sign off and signature. Finally, Mark signs off with a respectful closing. Sincerely, Mark Thompson, Student Council Representative. A simple sign-off like "sincerely" followed by your name is all you need here. Mark also includes his position as a Student Council Representative, which is a nice touch that reinforces his role in organizing the event. And that's it. Mark's permission letter is complete. I hope this example has given you a clear idea of how to write a well-structured permission letter. Remember, clarity, respect, and attention to detail are key to making a strong impression. Thank you for joining me on writing tutorials today. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more writing tips and tutorials. Good luck with your own permission letter, and see you next time.